Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat, and not first the four. Make up what I seen to. Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite part: if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out. I sell out Babylon. They give man show one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead that can sell out Rasta and sell out. I sell out Babylon. Just stop on the right. You might throw a stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! They man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let them see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. man show and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man show and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Stibby-dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep, and some informer friend we love like. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Good morning, globalists. Good morning and welcome to the People's Point of View. Thank you for joining us this morning. This morning I come in peace to the Prime Minister. Call the Prime Minister for us, please, because I need to speak to the Prime Minister this morning on a matter of nationhood, Prime Minister. You will probably be surprised of me this morning because I will be very mannerly and respectful to our Prime Minister this morning. I want to see if I can have a conversation with the Prime Minister. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome to Global TV. Thank you for joining us this morning. Make sure you're registering yourself by tapping on the screen and hitting your like button. Marcia Thomas Michael Nipper, Marcia Essay, Judy Roberts, good morning. Sharon Bernard, Sophia Hall, good morning. Good morning, Barbara Simpson. Good morning, Violet Watson, good morning. Gloria Morris, good morning. Keith Matthews, good morning. Perspective Power, good morning. Yvonne Riley, last time you know. Rosemary Samuels, Suzette McIntosh, Abina Sarkodi, Coates Nareen. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Ladybug, good morning. Yvonne Johnson, Sheena Kelly. Good. Where is this thing in my pocket? Sheena Kelly, Marie, Yvonne Johnson, good morning. Denise Hilton, Alicia Wigan, good morning. Ian Ayres, good morning and welcome. Let me see who is on the tick. Good morning to the 15 people on the flare. Good morning to you, the 7980. Sadia Powell, good morning. Is it Dudley Phoenix? Pauline Niece? Is it Laney? Good morning. Marcia, Michael, good morning and welcome. Now, I've been made aware of a video of an incident that took place, Sexy K, morning and welcome. That took place in St. Thomas, I think yesterday, to do with both sides of the political fence. I have cropped out a small snippet of that video, and it is posted on the TikTok page you're on. But I'm going to play a more extensive bit of the audio for you if you're not aware of the situation, so you can have further understanding. And maybe then you would understand why I'm going to have a cordial conversation with the Prime Minister this morning. Unlike how I would drag him and throw him up against the wall. This morning, I shall be mannerable to the Honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, JP. Some of you are going to be surprised of me this morning. Joe Bailey, good morning and welcome. Deanne Campbell, you're there. Morning. Cousin Myrna, morning. Everybody, morning. How you do? You all are going to be surprised of me this morning, Annie Jones. But I want to talk to the Prime Minister. Let's go over to St. Thomas and listen and watch what happened in St. Thomas. And then after we will reason with the Prime Minister. You may come out if you talk with this man, sir. Mr. Doctor.
Yes, so presently I'm at the Pansina Crescent in licensed Eastern St. Thomas, where the REACH program reached this section of St. Thomas. But while they were doing some work today, Monday, 7th of April 2025, something happened. Something bad happened. The police have to come in and try and solve the problem. So this is License Road, Pansina Crescent, where they actually trying to get this section of the road fixed. But Councillor, MP, I don't know what happened, but going down here to find out some details on what's taking place down here right now.
Yeah, surely.
That's a good look, but you have to go down there and try to get a closer look, a closer understanding of what's actually taking place down there, so you can see. Yes, we should all live good in the parish, no matter if you are P, if you are J, no matter who doing the work, whether MP or councillor, they should work together. That's how I see it. So I'm going to present to you some happenings that actually took place today on this REACH program work on the Pansina Crescent in licensed St. Thomas. Yes, my viewers and my subscribers, just watch and see what's taking place.
So this is Pansina Crescent in St. Thomas, our license to be exact. And they're doing some work right here now. And there's some problem. I don't know what really happening. What are those? Poor quality mall. And this is what I'm protecting. This road is the responsibility of the St. Thomas Municipal Council. Now you have two tiers of government. You have central government and you have local government. You, Mr. Clarity, had spoken to me about this road as the councillor. I went to the parish council and I made a representation and the money was granted for this road. A proper comprehensive drainage program, all these curb and channels and all the drain that are caving in. All of that is on the scope of work. Now, I woke up this morning to some residents who called me about the poor quality work that is being done on the road. So I was appalled because I know that the parish council has this road on a program. When I came here and I spoke with the contractor, they said that it's the member of parliament who sent them on the road. And I called the superintendent of roads and works, who has no idea as to what is happening. No permission was granted, nothing at all. Now the proper procedure, if someone wants to work on the road, the proper procedure is to have a discussion with the parish council, who has the responsibility for the road. And if that was done, then the member of parliament would have known that there is a program slated to come on stream Monday morning to deal with this road. It is going to procurement tomorrow. So I immediately called the superintendent. I spoke with the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Local Government. And nobody have the authority to supervise this road other than the superintendent. Now, if you look at what is going on here, no supervision. This is taxpayers' money, and there is no supervision on this road. I mean, I have to protect the citizens of this road and I have to protect taxpayers' money. You can't, as a lawmaker, come and do as you pleases because there are proper procedure and because you know that the road is on the parish council. You are trying what? All I have to say is that the people will decide at the end of the day because you cannot give a dying woman nor man blood. It is impossible. And I am asking the residents to stand with me. Mr. Clark is here. They're the ones who asked me to assist with this road. So my problem is I need the road to be fixed and I need it to be fixed properly. But the proper procedure, next thing, when you have a drop of rain, then people will see the result. Look at the condition of the drains. Have you ever heard a road being fixed without first attacking the drains? So that is my 2 cents. Thank you so much.
Did you know 95% of traders and investors lose money trading stocks and Forex? So where's all that money going to? It's going to the
Well, I'm trying to say bad man, cut it.
Well, you would have understand what was, or what has unfolded. From my understanding, I think it's Miss Shaw, the councillor sought procurement and funding to fix that particular road. The MP James Robertson turned up the morning when the road would have meant to start under the procurement or the day after that she has received and start to do his, what you would call, the reach patching. The issue I'm having, Prime Minister, and as I said, I'm going to be cordial with you this morning, is Pernell Charles. For what reason, Prime Minister? It's Michelle constituency. So that's why, so James and Pernell coming is about war then, because it's not James' constituency. So I didn't see Michelle. I didn't so, oh God, Prime Minister. Leadership. Leadership, Prime Minister. What I want to talk to you about is violence in our politics, Prime Minister. Something we all well know a lot about. It is fair to say, though, we have been moving away from such behavior. Under your quest, though, Prime Minister, for a third term, one could argue that this level of, yes, she was in the pink pantsuit. Okay. under your tenure, Prime Minister, or under your quest for a third term, we see where the emergence of violence and intimidation, Prime Minister, set to return. All of that set to return, Prime Minister. And with all what I'm going to talk to you about your legacies, your good economy, Prime Minister. You gave us road and water. You raised our minimum wage to tantamount. You have taken down, Prime Minister, the employment numbers, the unemployment numbers, rather. You said you give us water in our home and all of us will have big, good house. But, Prime Minister, if this legacy be tarnished by a return to the political violence of the past, you are playing with your legacy, Prime Minister. I'm asking, Prime Minister, I'm pleading to you for leadership. I am pleading to you, Prime Minister, for calm in the nation. If we're to go by your wording, you have done a remarkable work on crime as per your conversation. And murder, you claim to have done a lot. If this political violence, Prime Minister, is advanced in this election cycle, it will only, Prime Minister, damage your legacy. Remember, Prime Minister, Edward Seaga, after the 1989 general election, was resigned to the political dustbin of history, Prime Minister, eternally. Not another chance. You are not only, Prime Minister, playing with where the Jamaica Labour Party would have come from 1980 to now, but you are playing very dangerous with the country. At a time, Prime Minister, when violent weaponries flood the country more than the CIA provided in the run-up to the 1980 general election, it will not be something that any Jamaican Prime Minister want to experience. And that's why we're asking you for calm in the nation. We're asking you, Prime Minister, for leadership. We're asking you, Prime Minister, to make sure that Jamaicans' blood are not sacrificed to secure another term. We have heard the signaling, Prime Minister, from many of your insiders, yourself, Desmond McKenzie, Hirai Clark, Chopper John, many others. There are a lot of us, Prime Minister, that remembered and are still traumatized by the violence running up to the 1980 general election. Some of us are also traumatized by the hunger, Prime Minister, that was enforced upon us during that period in order to give a certain political party power, namely the Jamaica Labour Party. from what we can see, Prime Minister, and have seen the direction of the behavior of members of the Jamaica Labour Party, particularly from the local government election last year, February, is that the Jamaica Labour Party is prepared to advance violence in order to secure power in this country. Don't let your legacy, Prime Minister, be tarnished by this. We're working on the fact that you have a legacy. Do not let your legacy, all of what you have claimed, Prime Minister, to accomplish, don't let it be that when the history books are written, it is told that Andrew Holness was the one who created the civil unrest in Jamaica. Don't let history, Prime Minister, remember you like that. You remember Mugabe was also Dr. Mugabe. He received honorary from some universities in the United Kingdom, which they withdrew after a time. Don't, Prime Minister, bring the nation back to that traumatic period. It will be tenfold, Prime Minister, of what we experience in the run-up to the 1980 general election. Don't let the nation go to war, Prime Minister. Don't return to political violence, Prime Minister. Let us respect the democratic process. The reason why you got there twice, because under the democratic process, Bruce Golden had to step down and give power to you. You lost it to Portia, and then you win it back from her. That was the democratic process, Prime Minister. It is that same process we're asking and expecting you, Prime Minister, and your party to respect. James Robertson and Pernell Charles Sr. weren't there for peace. If Pernell Charles Sr. was there for peace, she would have let Miss Shaw spoke uninterrupted. He had his interview uninterrupted. When Miss Shaw was having hers, he went over to interrupt. The fact, Prime Minister, that a violent troll like James Robertson and a violent criminal like Pernell Charles come out. Them not come out for peace, Prime Minister. We have seen the advancement of violence. Michelle Charles have been given an opportunity. Michelle Charles is a low-life waste of space, Prime Minister. You just got to look on her social media page. She have wasted her time badly. Violence won't keep her there. The Charleses, Prime Minister, they have really made it out of the taxpayers' pocket. The Charleses should not hold the people of St. Thomas. Lord, the Labour right, them start report already. I'm not harassing and bullying anybody, TikTok. I'm not harassing or bullying anybody. My page is being reported maliciously, TikTok, just so you know. And if them report this one and it come down, I have 4 others to come up with this morning. Start Labour rights! Start Labour rights! We tell them so now, make me grow up on TikTok, you know. Account of Uno Labour rights. Me have 5 YouTube channel where me can go live pan. 2 of them, One only have 130 odd followers. The other only have 80 followers. You know, do good for me. So no go and report me. Because if you report me and take down one, me I come back up with another one. The political violence by the Jamaica Labour Party, we are not going to accept it, Prime Minister. And that's why I'm going to come a quarrel with the Prime Minister this morning. I'm reasoning with the Prime Minister. I'm pleading with the Prime Minister not to take our country on the verge of political violence. It will not be a pretty sight in 2025, Prime Minister. It will be worse than what we've experienced in the past. If there is leadership, Prime Minister, we can sail through the storm and you can get your third term. If you think you've done the work and accomplished all of what you've set out to accomplish, the people will choose, Prime Minister, like they chose you in 2020, 2016 and 2020. But if they think, Mr. Holness, that your time has expired, you have not delivered on your promises, you have not delivered on the policies that you promised, then the people of Jamaica are within their rights to move on. Do not, Prime Minister, do to the Jamaica Labour Party worse than what Eddie Siaga did. Because I go to all them time there when una complain about the 36 years with PNP in a power for. So me I try even prevent uno from having another 30 odd year Sankey for sing like 18 year Sankey. You are destroying the Jamaica Labour Party, Prime Minister. I don't know if you are aware. I don't know if you've seen the signs on the wall, Prime Minister. Wherever you trod across this country, I'm disturbed that your supporters defend you so well on social media or badger people so well on social media in your defense. But whenever time you're having a chat about, Prime Minister, I don't really see your supporters out there supporting you. TikTokers, there are 191 of you on the flare. Can you give us a follow, please? So when we go live, you can get a notification. The 193 people on the flare, can you give us a tap on the screen, please? As well as hit our follow button and give us a follow. So when we put out our live broadcast, you are then notified. Thank you for your support. There's quite a few of you on the flare this morning. We would hope that you could support us by following the program so you can be a part of the Global Television Globalist team. Thanks for your support, everyone. Thank you very much. Everyone on the flare, thank you for being here this morning. Give us a follow. Give us a follow, please, and continue to top up the screen, everyone. For the benefit of those who have just joined the program, we'll play back the video for you of the situation that unfolded in St. Thomas. Is it East yesterday? The political brouhaha of, would it be local government, road and reach, in entanglement together. Good morning.
Yes, so presently I'm at the Pansina Crescent in licensed Eastern St. Thomas, where the REACH program reached this section of St. Thomas. But while they were doing some work today, Monday, 7th of April 2025, something happened, something bad happened. The police have to come in and try and solve the problem. So this is License Road, Pansina Crescent, where they actually trying to get this section of the road fixed. But Councillor, MPs, I don't know what happened, but going down here to find out some details on what's taking place down here right now.
Yeah, surely.
That's a good look, but we have to go down there and try to get a closer look, a closer understanding of what actually taking place down there, so you can see. Yes, we should all live good in the parish, no matter if you are P, if you are J, no matter who doing the work, whether MP or councillor, they should work together. That's how I see it. So I'm going to present to you some happenings that actually took place today on this REACH program work on the Pansina Crescent in licensed St. Thomas. Yes, my viewers and my subscribers, just watch and see what's taking place.
So this is Pansina Crescent in St. Thomas. Our license to be exact. And they are doing some work right here now. And there are some problem. I don't know what really happening.
For the benefit of those on TikTok, there is a clip that you can watch from this incident that I've posted on the platform. You can watch that later on to have a visual understanding of what happened.
What are those? Poor quality now.
And this is what I'm protecting. This road is the responsibility of the St. Thomas Municipal Council. Now you have two tiers of government. You have central government and you have local government. You, Mr. Clarity, had spoken to me about this road as the councillor. I went to the parish council and I made a representation and the money was granted for this road. A proper comprehensive drainage program, all these carbon channels and all the drain that are caving in. All of that is on the scope of work. Now, I woke up this morning to some residents who called me about the poor quality work that is being done on the road. So I was appalled because I know that the parish council has this road on a program. When I came here and I spoke with the contractor, they said that it's the member of parliament who sent them on the road. And I called the superintendent of roads and works, who has no idea as to what is happening. No permission was granted, nothing at all. Now the proper procedure, if someone wants to work on the road, the proper procedure is to have a discussion with the parish council, who has the responsibility for the road. And if that was done, then the member of parliament would have known that there is a program slated to come on stream Monday morning to deal with this road. It is going to procurement tomorrow. So I immediately called the superintendent. I spoke with the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Local Government.
You see, Pernell Charles Sr. came in to interrupt Miss Shaw's speaking and have to be stopped by this gentleman. Why Andrew Holness? Why? What duty of Pernell Charles Sr. and James Robertson there Why can't Michelle Charles take leadership of her constituency?
And nobody have the authority to supervise these roles other than the superintendent. Now, if you look at what is going on here, no supervision. This is taxpayers' money, and there is no supervision on this road. I mean, I have to protect the citizens of this road, and I have to protect taxpayers' money. You can't, as a lawmaker, come and do as you pleases, because there are proper procedure, and because you know that the road is on the parish council. You are trying what?
You notice the gentleman in the black t-shirt have to be protecting Miss Shaw to speak because Pernell Charles Jr. is there, a senior is there to heckle her or to disturb her or whatever. Do you see what Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party is doing to this country? Provoking violence and civil unrest in this country, Prime Minister. It is not fair on the nation. Not one bit. The nation, Prime Minister, which is riddled with crime, we don't need a flare-up of political violence across the country. Prime Minister, it will scatter island-wide in no time. We really don't want Jamaica to return to such a scenario.
All I have to say is that the people will decide at the end of the day, because you cannot give a dying woman nor man blood. It is impossible. And I am asking the residents to stand with me. Mr. Clark is here. They are the ones who asked me to assist with this road. So my problem is I need the road to be fixed, and I need it to be fixed properly. But the proper procedure, next thing, when you have a drop of rain, then people will see the result. Look at the condition of the drains. Have you ever heard a road being fixed without first attacking the drains? So that is my 2 cents. Thank you so much.
This political posturing is not acceptable. We, the people of Jamaica, shouldn't accept it because it's your children who will die in that flare-up of violence. It is you, the people of Jamaica, that will be attacked for your political allegiance. It is you, the people of Jamaica, that will be living in fear because of political violence. And as a nation, not as JLP or PNP, as a nation, we must stand against political violence in our country. Particularly those of us who remembered the run-up to the 1980 general election. We must do everything, and this is why I'm not attacking the Prime Minister this morning. I'm speaking to the Prime Minister. I'm pleading to the Prime Minister to take leadership in the run-up to this general election. Leadership, not just of the party, Prime Minister, but of the country. Leadership, Prime Minister. Because without leadership, we can move off into anarchy, Prime Minister, given the level of weaponry that we know is in the country, given how we know people are on both sides of the coin or loyal to their party. The advancement, as we can see, Prime Minister, during the local government election of last year, during the by-election of what was it, late last year, we saw the level of violence advanced by members of the Jamaica Labour Party, Prime Minister. We're asking you and the senior executive members of the Jamaica Labour Party to take leadership. We're asking you, Prime Minister, to take your foot off the neck of the political ombudsman so they can do the proper policing that they need to do from under your arm at the moment, Prime Minister. If the nation flares up in political violence, it will not be a pretty sight. It is something we do not want to see. We do not want the country to return to that, because it won't be a situation that lasts only through the election. We remember clearly, Prime Minister, the violence advanced during the 1980 general election. Jamaica has never recovered from that level of violence advanced in our country. The country has never recovered. Do not take the country back there. If you are telling us how well you have done to pull our country to where you claim it is, do not take our country backwards, Prime Minister. Because if you stand by, Prime Minister, and not take control, given that you have what we could argue gave a signal that sends a message to members of the Jamaica Labour Party that we're not prepared to surrender this country to the People's National Party. What message, Prime Minister, do you think that would send to members of your party? If you are sending the signal, if Desmond McKenzie is sending the signal that you all are not going to surrender Jamaica to the People's National Party, that's a scary statement, Prime Minister. The question is Michelle Charles, is Pernell Charles Sr., is James Robertson operating on what they heard from the Prime Minister, that we are not prepared to surrender Jamaica to the PNP? Even if they win the election, Prime Minister? Even if they win the general election? Because it's not clear, You mean you're going to go to court? Or what it is, Prime Minister? Because we don't know. We really don't know if Michelle Charles' behavior is because of what you said. I don't think, Prime Minister, these roadworks and taking credit for them is going to bring you any more votes. I really don't think so. If Michelle Charles has not done her work and a counselor has done something, this would be the second time we've seen Michelle Charles taking credit for work she has not done. But let us listen to the Prime Minister. I like when the Prime Minister speak to us. I like when the Prime Minister speak to us. The Prime Minister can tell us a lot of things, a lot of the time. Prime Minister.
On YouTube and TikTok. The bad minus. The bad mind the Jamaica Labour Party for its performance. The bad mind the Jamaica Labour Party for our achievements. And they are bad minding us for doing the things that you have always wanted a government to do. And when they...
This is what I tell you about messaging, Prime Minister. Morning, Richard. You see, Prime Minister, when we tell you about messaging, the message you send, Prime Minister, that's why we get it so much over TikTok. If we cough, if we sneeze, if we blow our nose, if we belch, if we fart, it's because we're bad mind. There's no truth except for the truth of Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. Prime Minister, if we did bad mind, we would have licked down a road with a long bag. And them something the bad mind people do. When them see I walk with a long bag of road, them lick it down and take it. But as me say, me talk to you nice this morning, me just make you talk and me listen.
They had power for all this time, they never do it. And as soon as we start to do it, they try to turn the good into bad. They are a bad mindset of people. So we have been doing what the people.
I want you to remember, Prime Minister, in your utterances, regardless of party affiliation, you are the leader of the country, Prime Minister. Prime Minister, you are the leader of the country. And you're telling, oh, whenever I ever see this pass my eye, Violet, thank you very much. And you're telling the people of Jamaica, Prime Minister, and a PNP, I tell so, you know, because when we elect a leader, we don't elect them to lead JLP or PNP. We elect them to lead the people of Jamaica, Prime Minister. And you're telling us that we are bad mind? Prime Minister, you are telling us that we, the people of Jamaica, are bad mind. Is that what we elect you for, Prime Minister? We're not even going to talk about anything else other than what we bad mind, Prime Minister? We bad mind. I didn't know that. Bad mind. A lion can tell a goat that the goat bad mind. Prime Minister. This is the lion writing the story, you know, Prime Minister. That I was hungry. The goat knew that I was hungry. The goat knew that I cannot die for hunger. And I have to eat him. That is the lion's story, Prime Minister. But there's no story for the goat, is it? Because instead, the lion ate him before he could have wrote his story. Thereby, Prime Minister, we ended up with the story of just the lion. And the perception, Prime Minister, we're left off is that the goat is just to be eaten when we're hungry. No, so go, Prime Minister. The lion is writing the story. We bad mind you, Prime Minister, over what they know. Only so we're in big house.
If you want us to do, we have been fulfilling the social consciousness and social conscience of the people of Jamaica, who say everybody should have a good house to live in. Remember, you know, them did bad mind about my house. And when you give me the chance to say, you know what, me have to make sure that every Jamaican have a good house to live in.
Me go rain slower tomorrow morning, yeah. And when me go on a vote me go make sure me double the price of rice, yeah. And when me come in, me go make sure so no can't buy coconut oil. Say, yeah. The politics of our country.
And we have administered the affairs of the nation such that we can deliver that promise. And as I stand here today, I tell all of you who are gathered and everybody who is listening, put that on YouTube and TikTok, that under my administration, every Jamaican will have decent shelter to live in. That is not a promise. That is a commitment.
Maybe I'm dunce, but every mean all of us, isn't it? Prime Minister, keep it on the amicable. No, man. Lipstick Queens, can you cheer me up, please? I'm getting a bit sad. Lipstick Queen, what can the Lipstick Queen say to me this morning to cheer me up? Because I'm getting a rather bit sad. Listening to the Prime Minister.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make him a throw and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside a rub and cheat, and not first of all, make up what I seen him. Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red, I. How they want to see, them can sell out Rasta, and sell it out, I sell out Babylon. They give man throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see, they can sell out Rasta, I sell out, I sell out Babylon. Yes, talk on the Friday. You might throw and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, man, throw and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. and he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, bring him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Turn.
I did have to cheer myself up. Because sometimes when listening to the Prime Minister fooling the people and the people accept the fooling, it automatically depresses me. So, a little bit of him left. Oy, murder, oy. A little bit left. I could listen a little bit. We no soon go through it. And not long. I not take it through too much. I just a little bit left.
Some of you even here will say, there goes the politician. Oh, that's going on. Hear what I tell you. It is not impossible for every Jamaican household to have decent shelter. It is not impossible for every road in Jamaica to have decent driving surface. It's not impossible for every home in Jamaica that is within a certain distance from established water sources.
What are the Prime Minister? You know, say no possible under you do. Eh? Me just want you to know, say, yes, it is possible, but it don't possible under you. Continue.
Sources to have water in their home. It's not impossible, and it is not impossible.
We have black tank already. Yes, we have black tank. I live in a black tank community. My parish is a black tank. My community Prime Minister is a black tank community. So we have water. Anytime we bath, we kitchen and bathroom. Because we have tank Prime Minister. We have tank. And we buy water, put in the Prime Minister. So yes, we have water.
For there to be no murders in Jamaica or in your little parish here, it is not impossible. We need to stop.
This is why, Prime Minister, where you say it's possible to have no murder, you're going back on the bullshit. You promised to talk to the Prime Minister nicely. Prime Minister, you've gone back to the same thing that haunts your legacy, where you promised us that we would sleep with our windows and door open. And now, Prime Minister, after 9-10 years, you're coming back to tell us that it is possible to have a crime-free Jamaica. Talk, Prime Minister, about a couple seconds of your left. Talk!
Not just with the bad mind, but we need to stop with the small mind.
The Prime Minister says we not just put down the bad mind what we have as a country, but we put down the small mind too. Hey, small mind, though, Prime Minister, they always say, discuss people, while great mind, Prime Minister, discuss issue. I don't, though, Prime Minister, see how the bad mind, if you're a not so much of a small-minded person, have a 2 minutes and so on rant. And the word bad mind, Prime Minister, was the most popular word in your rant. If I'm to count them, Prime Minister, I'd run out of a hand worth of finger, wouldn't I? Bad mind, them bad mind. You could write a song about bad mind, Prime Minister. Don't you think it would hit the chart? Them bad mind me. For what though, Andrew Holness? Barring your house, what else? For the hope of thief in goods? But then Wayne promised that he will be amicable to the Prime Minister. Hard though it is, I'm going to try. I'm going to try, Prime Minister. Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. I am going to try to be amicable. But The things that I'm asking you, Prime Minister, I don't know if it will get through to you. Like the taking leadership in the country. We're appealing for calm throughout this political period, Prime Minister. We cannot take the violence in our country. We will not stand or bear to see our young people being massacred in order for government to attain power. The way you speak, Prime Minister, it's no different to how your supporters would attack us on our pages. The way, Stacey and Levy, how you do? The way you speak, Prime Minister, it is no different to the attack that we would see coming from your supporters in the social space. Your utterances, Prime Minister, is giving petrol to an already docile, tribal supporters that you can lead with Bax food. Imagine what else they would do, Prime Minister. You have to take leadership, Prime Minister. You cannot let the country break down into violence. You cannot let your legacy of giving all of us good house and water in our house and crime-free Jamaica and good road Jamaica, Prime Minister. You cannot let the country break down into violence. Like many of the things that many Jamaicans are not prepared to forgive you for, Prime Minister. Violence in this election cycle, in order to hold on to power, we, the people of Jamaica, will not forgive you. The Labour Party will turn against you, just like they turned against Mr. Siaga. They will not forgive you, and they will not give you back power, just like they refused to give back power to Mr. Siaga. You are damaging the party and the country, Prime Minister. I'm appealing to you this morning for leadership. Your utterances, Prime Minister, in the current political spheres is not helpful, Prime Minister. It is not helpful. You see the emergence, Prime Minister, of political violence since the local government election of last year. You, Prime Minister, who have convinced yourself that you have taken down crime at an all-time low in 20 years, Prime Minister. It will damage this legacy that you have claimed, and note my wording carefully, Prime Minister. The legacy you have claimed. If you lost control of this, of leadership in the run-up to this election, Prime Minister, that's what you would be remembered for. Like many of the bad things that a lot of Jamaicans remember you for, that will be one of them. And that will be the tone crier bell that cement your legacy in history, Prime Minister. I'm appealing to the People's National Party, on the other hand, to stand firm, resist the temptation. Do not engage in political violence where it can be avoided. Do not engage in political violence with the Jamaica Labour Party where it can be avoided. The reason why I say where it can be avoided, we saw in the local government election of last year, where the violence advanced by Dean Jones and his operative couldn't have avoided. Otherwise, the Jamaica Labour Party members and supporters will have to take control of themselves and their emotions. Don't take the country there, Prime Minister. The country has been there before, and it wasn't pretty. If you take the country there, it will be tenfold of 1980 run-up. Tenfold, Prime Minister. Do not do this to the country. You must temper down your language, Prime Minister. You must take leadership and make the democratic process prevail. If the people fed up on your Prime Minister, go on. 10 years is a long time to rule. If the people say we want to try something new, let them, Prime Minister. That's what democracy means. The majority of the people decides where we want to go. With a fair voting process, Prime Minister, not a manipulated or a bought one. So you'll notice, Andrew Holness, I'm very mannerly to you this morning because I'm here with great concern this morning, Prime Minister. It don't look good. An election don't call yet. How when you call election for July 8th, Prime Minister? Write down the date, write down the date. How when you call election, Prime Minister, for July the 8th, remember the date, globalists, you heard it here. July the 8th, Prime Minister. So the dopey them say, oh. July the 8th, when you call the general election, or if you call the election before to be held on July 8th, whether you're going to dissolve Parliament on the 8th of July, or the election, but there's a July 8th Prime Minister, which is ringing like a town crier bell. July 8th Prime Minister. What it is about July the 8th? But do not, Prime Minister, do not let the country move backwards. Do not, Prime Minister. We have come very far from the political violence which we are trying to put behind us as a nation. We want clean and fair and safe election, Prime Minister. What it is about July 8th, Prime Minister? July 8th, July 8th. Something about July the 8th. Don't know if you're going to dissolve Parliament on that day. Don't know if election will be on July 8th, Prime Minister. But the dopey them keep chanting and said July the 8th, July the 8th, July the 8th, Prime Minister. July the 8th, July the 8th. If you go consult the dopey them election, him either go call election, him either go dissolve Parliament on July the 8th, or him go call election on July the 8th. That's what the dopey them a say. The dopey them a chant say July the 8th, July the 8th. But them not talk exactly what happened on July the 8th, but something are going to happen on July the 8th. And the dopey them a chant and attack the date. I mean, you know, say the dopey them a chant and say July the 8th, July the 8th. But them not tell me exactly what happened on July the 8th. But he is one of the two. The Prime Minister either going to dissolve Parliament July the 8th, or he might go call election for July the 8th. So, so hopefully, the Duppy them may come to again with more information than just July the 8th, July the 8th. Why don't you call it so like you understand Duppy voice? Of course, I understand Duppy voice. My mother always talk to me behind the graves. But write it down and put it in your pocket. Try it up, burn it or bury it. Just write down July the 8th, put on piece of paper. I hit the Duppy them, said July the 8th, July the 8th. If Prime Minister want to go around July the 8th, if said the Duppy them not right, it's up to the Prime Minister. But the Duppy them said July the 8th, July the 8th. Candy is what my cousin, hey. July the 8th, July the 8th. Somebody will give you some bush. Somebody will give you some bush, forgive me. But anyway, Prime Minister, fun and joke aside, we're appealing to you for calm in the nation. We're appealing for calm in the nation, Prime Minister. We cannot return to the political violence that takes our country to the violence that mobs us today. The violence we have around us today stem from the violence of the run-up to the 1980 general election. The country, Prime Minister, was taken there by the Jamaica Labour Party, as history told us. What caption you say wrong? Renegade, what caption is wrong? The caption behind is totally incorrect. That's not what happened in St. Thomas. Well, me play the video of what happened there. Don't mind me caption. When you listen to the video speaks to exactly what happened. All right? But it's on that why I'm asking the Prime Minister this morning to take leadership, because these behavior by the Jamaica Labour Party and these behavior, thanks True Love, and these behavior are being advanced by the Jamaica Labour Party. We've seen it with Dean Jones. We've seen it in the run-up to the by-election in St. Thomas and in Clarendon. The police have to intervene. Pernell Charles, where Pernell Charles are going? Where was Pernell Charles going? If Pernell Charles is not there to show ownership, advance violence, why was Pernell Charles disrupting Miss Shaw when Miss Shaw was speaking to the media? If Mr. Charles weren't there for malicious reasons, why would Mr. Charles object to Miss Shaw giving her side of the story to the media? The Jamaica Labour Party must stand down from violence. We are not going to be controlled by the violence of the Jamaica Labour Party. When we starve we into submission before, we're not going to allow honor to take we by fear this time again. And I washed up. Please, on the stop call the Chris D. On the stop call the container washed up. The container plant just like a can. The container plant like can. Coast Guard, if you come tell we how it get there, because it passed them round there. It passed them round there. Them fi come explain them failure to it. The container no float, it plant like a can. So Ministry of Defense, Andrew Holness, where you there? Dr. Chang was still asleep and probably not hear about the container yet, or still you may have taken off the illegal weapons, Dr. Chang, as you regularly bring illegal weapons into containers. We don't know if a sort of chicken coming and hit doctor. We don't know if things come in that have to do with the election, whether it be weapon or drugs. So the container not float, the container plant and grow like a can. Or rather yet, it could fall from heaven like manna. But uno can't convince us a container float come round this. Tell we say fall from heaven, or tell we say grow to dot like can, then we will believe uno. That's a more plausible story. Morning, John Thomas. Morning. But for what we can say, why the whole state apparatus is silent about the security breach and the health scare, the Minister of Defense, the Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Remember, so we said we're nice to him this man. We had doctor him up and Mr. him up and stir him up and sort of push him up. The Minister of National Security, Dr. the Honorable Chang Horace. Dr. Jacqueline Biseso. Don't know what she has to say about. Chief Medical Officer. Dr. Chris Tofton. Politician by day, policing jugman on beach at night. The Minister of Health, still yet not aware of the story. The only little piece we've heard is from the Minister of Agriculture, which was quite a lame and lazy response to the situation, because a situation like this demands a joint press conference of all the different entities engaged. Minister of Defense, Ministry of National Security, where the container floats its way all the way into our local water to our Hellshire shore, is a security breach of our borders and our national security. Dr. Chang, beat and teach. Oh, you do. We don't know if there's a health implication that will come out of consuming these chickens. But on the other hand, Andrew, Chang, Floyd, and Chris, while the all are not silent, then the only thing that we are left to say, you all know what it's about. That's why you all are silent, because it's campaign chicken. One of my cousins said to me this morning, tap on the backside and nice over this galang, it's campaign chicken. Everybody know what it's about. Everybody know what it's about. It's campaign chicken. They realize along the Terry Long, in the gerrymandering exercise, will not be taking the seat. So it's campaign chicken. Get the Labour Party supporters out. Campbell, how you do? Get the Labour Party supporters out to vote. Run a belly exercise on them. Belly and pocket at the same time, because they can eat and sell. Campaign chicken. Me play the St. Thomas video 2 times already, beat and teach, but me put up a clip on TikTok also. Me play it on YouTube. These chicken or campaign chicken. That's why I ask them for real. If the container is styrofoamed and if it's plastic, me no know. Don't know. Just don't know. But campaign chicken, Orlando Terrylang. Biggs, good morning. Campaign chicken, while nobody is speaking to us, we have to speculate and we have to come up to our own conclusion as to what this container is, how it get there, and what the purpose for. And being as nobody not tell we nothing, and you know, good economic management, as Christine said, can nyam. You know, say chicken a fall out of sky. You know, say chicken a bear out a dot like corn in the shores of Hellshire. Chicken just a wash up, so chicken say, what the fuck fish a talk about? Fish with, hey, Jesus, this morning. A fish with, when we hear about wash up things, whoa, Labour people, when they always give me something to laugh. When we talk about wash up, you know, a fish we don't hear about. But now the chicken them and say, the fuck fish a talk about? Fish a go on like the sea belong to them alone. What am I go wash up in this backside here? And so fish say, shoreline no belong to them. But a fish alone will know wash up a shoreline. We, anybody, at the first shark wash up, stingray wash up, fish wash, all of them something that wash up a shoreline. Never hear about chicken before. And the container, sir. The container. The heavy container. Why look like that a container that drop plastic jump? Look like on a nail up one hoop of plastic jump together. And then the container drop right on it. Oopsie daisy. See me get a float tire. And the float tire have GPS, you know. You know, right to Orlando Terrylang constituency or anywhere around there, so where Orlando can offload the chicken. Minister of Defense and JDF, what role do you play in the container, if any at all? What role do you play in the container? Because it's a container, you know, him no know no way in a Jamaica bar Hillshire. One of the rickiest, ticketiest port. Where JDF just round corner there, so. And JDF look the completely different way and say, oh, that's not a security breach, just that's campaign chicken. We're used to that. Campaign chicken, Prime Minister. So uno don't get it by gerrymandering. So no take it by chicken. We cannot get it by gerrymandering. Let's take it by chicken. Isn't this the reason for the silent Prime Minister, Minister of Health, Minister of Defense, Minister of National Security, Agriculture and Commerce? Isn't this the reason for the silent? Because the campaign has started for July 8th. Campaign chicken. We no longer call it the container chicken. It is the campaign chicken. That's what we are going to continue to call it, the campaign chicken. Because the only thing that tirade of chicken drop out of sky like manna or grow out of dot like corn is for the purposes of a general election campaign. I wonder what else, Prime Minister, will wash up along any shoreline where the voting will be challenging for you. It will be a very, very hotly contested general election. That's why we're appealing for calm. We're appealing for calm and we're appealing for peace. And we're asking the Prime Minister to take leadership of the country and of your party, Prime Minister. And no, Prime Minister, you're not saying that PNP is bad mind. You're saying Jamaicans are bad mind because you were not elected to lead the People's National Party, Prime Minister. You were elected to lead us. You were elected to lead us. So once one set away bad mind, Prime Minister, you automatically are telling Jamaicans that they're bad mind. So what do a Prime Minister? Me no know. Because the things them feel name call up on, you know, a hold on face galang in them there. Hold on face. You don't think so? Hold on face. Galangin. It is the reason, Prime Minister, if you see, Prime Minister, this is why I tell you about your utterances. You know, say if you talk good thing and sensible thing, the Labour right them will do it. Trust me. The bad man, when they come out, they come call all about when we talk about our country. When we talk about your leadership or lack thereof. Are you then get it from? Are you then get the violence from? The judge are make a galangin. The bad man clerks galangin. The sashitan, kashitan bonnet galangin. Are you then get it from? So that's why I said to your Prime Minister, set example. Maybe the labor rights them will follow, because just like how them follow you and call the whole of bad mind Prime Minister, they may just follow you. I'm still live and you're disturbing me. I'm still live and you're disturbing me. Talk to a good Prime Minister. Talk something good. Monkey see, monkey do. Then we follow you and do good thing. Jones Michael, welcome to TikTok. Then we follow you and do something good. What you cannot do, though, is get up and try to normalize the nonsense, like the good economy can yam, the good economy can drink. We're getting all on a good horse and good road, because Prime Minister, they actually come back and repeat it, you know. I don't know how much you listen to your vloggers across the social space, but them actually come back and repeat it. A campaign chicken them unique, me I call them campaign chicken. While we don't hear about anything else, I wonder who opened the container. Was it the people of Portmore or them find it open? That's another thing. We need to know the truth of how them burst the container. Prime Minister, member say, plane under your government, and the first with security breach them way, Prime Minister. Under your government, plane just drop out of sky, pan sea, so drop up on shore like a boat, and the person or persons and whatever contraband drop out of the sky in the plane, then just walk into oblivion, just like the man Prime Minister would kill Dr. What's it or other the man is called in Portland, and just walk out a court so and just vanish in a thin air and trash. Never see him again. Just walk out a court so and turn smoke. Because you know, say smoke vape up. And once the smoke, Dr. Bloomfield, just walk out a court and he just turn in a smoke in front of everybody eye. And that's it. Oopsie. Not another word. Of course it's campaign chicken. What else do you think it would be there? Until them can come show we the 200 gun that Dr. Chang take out the container. Then for all we know, it's campaign chicken. Because Terry Long never get it by gerrymandering. So they might take it by chicken. And if they don't get it by chicken, they might take it by violence. As the violence Andrew Holness, Pernell Charles, and James Robertson, who've got a deadly track record. And may I say to the Charleses, the Jameses, and the JLPs is, we are watching you. We are watching you. If Rosemary Shaw, blood sugar raise, Michelle Charles throw sugar in our water. If her blood pressure raise, it's Michelle Charles who throw a handful of salt in her water. We are watching you. Pernell Charles Sr., the land thief. Remember, we said we're going nice to the Prime Minister this morning. But Prime Minister, I'm going to end with a final appeal. Leadership, Prime Minister, of the country and of your party. For the time you have left, Prime Minister, leadership. Leadership. It will save our country from a bloodbath. Morning, Sandra. It will save our country, Prime Minister, from a bloodbath. Do not let your quest for political power, Prime Minister, invoke a bloodbath in our country. We will not accept it, and we will not forgive you, Prime Minister, for it. I want to thank you all for being here this morning on the Global Television Group. And we hope our Prime Minister can listen to us and take leadership and don't see it as with bad mind. You cannot tell the people that you lead Prime Minister that they are bad mind. What we expect in good leadership is for you to take an amicable approach as a leader. Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon from the Global Television Group. And of course, we'll dance you out with the Lipstick Queens.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside a rub and cheat, and not first of all, make up what I seen to. Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite part, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out and sell out Babylon. him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Take him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.